I was at the front desk processing a client's payment when I heard shouting from the lobby. "I don't care about your policy. Do you know who I am? I'm the owner's daughter. Call my mother right now and tell her I'm here. She'll tell you to give me whatever I want." I looked up. A woman in designer clothes and oversized sunglasses was yelling at my coworker Jessica, pointing her finger, making a scene. Other clients were staring. Then the woman pulled off her sunglasses, and I felt my stomach drop. It was my sister, Autumn, my older sister who I hadn't seen in 3 years, standing in our mother's luxury spa, screaming that she was the owner's daughter, demanding free treatment, not recognizing me behind the desk. She had no idea I worked here, had no idea I was the actual owner's daughter, had no idea Mom was about to walk out of her office and see this whole scene. Jessica looked panicked. "Ma'am, I need to verify." "Verify? I just told you who I am. Now get me the VIP treatment room, a full body massage, facial, mani-pedi, the works. And it better be complimentary because my mother owns this place." I picked up my phone, texted Mom, "Come to the front desk, now. You need to see this." 30 seconds later, my mother walked out, looked at the woman claiming to be her daughter, then looked at me, her actual daughter, standing right there. And what happened next? Autumn never saw it coming. If you've ever had a family member try to use your family for their own benefit, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Has someone ever claimed to be related to you for special treatment? Let's talk about it. Now back to my story. Let me explain how we got here. My name is Ivy Bennett. I'm 28 years old, living in Scottsdale, Arizona, working as the operations manager at Serenity Day Spa, my mother's business. My mother, Diana Bennett, opened Serenity 15 years ago, started small, 1 treatment room, 2 employees, built it into the most prestigious spa in Scottsdale. 5-star reviews, celebrity clients, $500 facials, $300 massages, exclusive membership program, the whole luxury experience. I grew up in this spa, did my homework in the break room, learned customer service at 14, worked front desk at 16, managed operations at 24. This place is in my blood. My older sister Autumn is 31. She left home at 18, moved to Los Angeles, wanted to be an actress, model, influencer, whatever would make her famous and rich without actual work. She resented Mom's spa, resented that Mom worked hard, that success came from effort, not entitlement. Autumn wanted the lifestyle without the labor. We'd been estranged for 3 years. She'd called Mom asking for money, $50,000 to invest in her career. Mom said no. Autumn called her selfish, cruel, a terrible mother, then disappeared, blocked our numbers, blocked us on social media. We hadn't heard from her since, until today. When she walked into the spa she'd abandoned, claiming to be the owner's daughter, demanding free services, not even recognizing her own sister behind the desk. I'd changed in 3 years, cut my hair short, lost 30 pounds, dressed professionally instead of the casual clothes I wore in my early 20s. She didn't recognize me, but I recognized her immediately. Same entitled attitude, same demanding tone, same assumption that she deserved things she hadn't earned. Jessica, my front desk associate, looked terrified. "Ma'am, I need to check with management before I can authorize complimentary services." "I am management's daughter. What part of that don't you understand? I don't need authorization. I need you to do your job and give me what I'm asking for." Other clients were staring, whispering. This was exactly the kind of scene we never allowed at Serenity. Our spa was peaceful, calm, luxurious, not a place for screaming, entitled women. I stepped forward. "Ma'am, I'm the operations manager. Can I help you?" She barely glanced at me, didn't recognize me at all. Finally, someone with authority. "I'm Diana Bennett's daughter. I'm here for the VIP treatment, full body massage, luxury facial, mani-pedi, whatever your best package is. And it's complimentary because, again, my mother owns this place." "I see. And your name is?" "Autumn Bennett. My mother is Diana Bennett, the owner. Do I need to spell it out for you people?" And when was the last time you were here? That's none of your business. Now are you going to give me my treatment, or do I need to call my mother and have you fired? I smiled. Actually, let me call her for you. I think she'd love to know you're here. I pulled out my phone, texted Mom. She was in her office reviewing supply orders. Come to the front desk, emergency. Autumn's here claiming to be your daughter for free services. Mom responded immediately. On my way. 30 seconds later, she walked out. Diana Bennett, owner of Serenity Day Spa, my mother, 52 years old, elegant, professional, and currently looking at the daughter who'd called her terrible and blocked her for 3 years. Autumn. My sister's face went from entitled to shocked. Mom, what are you doing here? I own this spa. I'm here every day. The question is, what are you doing here? And why are you screaming at my staff? I'm not screaming. I'm just trying to get service. I told them I'm your daughter. I assumed they'd treat me accordingly. Instead, they're giving me the runaround. Mom looked at me, then back at Autumn. Did you tell my staff you wanted complimentary services? Well, yes. I mean, I'm your daughter. Doesn't that mean I get complimentary services? No, it doesn't. You're not a client. You're not a member. You haven't been here in 3 years. You blocked my number, called me terrible names, and now you show up demanding free spa treatments because you're my daughter? I thought you'd be happy to see me. Happy? You walked in here, didn't even call ahead, screamed at my employees, demanded free services worth $800, claimed to be the owner's daughter like it's some kind of free pass, and you thought I'd be happy? Autumn looked around. Other clients were watching. Staff members had gathered. This was not going how she'd planned. I just wanted to reconnect, and I thought maybe we could spend some time together. Get a treatment, talk, catch up. Then you should have called. Made an appointment, paid for services like everyone else, not shown up unannounced, screamed at my staff, and demanded free luxury treatments. I didn't have money for an appointment. I'm between jobs right now. So you thought you'd come to my business and take $800 worth of services for free? Because you're my daughter? The daughter who called me selfish and blocked me 3 years ago? I was angry. I said things I didn't mean. And now you're broke. So you came here. To take from the business you resented. The business you said was beneath you. The business you couldn't wait to leave. Mom turned to me. Ivy, did Autumn recognize you when she came in? No, she didn't. Mom looked back at Autumn. You didn't even recognize your own sister, the daughter who's been here every day for the past 15 years, the daughter who actually works here, who manages operations, who helped me build this business. You walked right past her and didn't even know. Autumn's eyes widened. She looked at me, really looked at me for the first time. Ivy? Hi, Autumn. You look so different. I didn't recognize you. I know. You were too busy screaming at my coworker to actually look at anyone. Mom crossed her arms. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to apologize to Jessica and Ivy, both of whom you treated terribly. Then you're going to leave. And if you ever want to visit this spa again, you'll book an appointment and pay like everyone else. Mom, please. I came here because I need help. I'm broke. I lost my apartment. I've been couch surfing for 2 months. I thought maybe you'd help me. By giving you free spa treatments? That was your plan? Not to call and ask for help? Not to apologize for how you treated me? Just to show up and take? I didn't know what else to do. You could have called. You could have apologized. You could have asked for help like an adult. Instead, you came here, used my business name, claimed to be my daughter like it's a coupon code, and tried to scam free services. I wasn't scamming. What would you call it? Walking into a business, claiming family connection, demanding complimentary services worth $800, that's a scam. And if you'd done it to anyone else's business, they'd have called the police. Jessica spoke up. Should I call the police, Mrs. Bennett? Mom looked at Autumn. What do you think? Should we press charges for attempted theft of services? Autumn's face went pale. Theft? I'm your daughter. Which makes it worse. You're using our family relationship, one you severed 3 years ago, to try to take from my business. from my livelihood, from the place where your sister works every day. That's not just theft, that's betrayal. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't think. You never think. That's always been your problem. You think the world owes you things. That being my daughter means you get special treatment, that you can show up after 3 years and take whatever you want because we're family. I just wanted to see you. No, you didn't. You wanted free spa treatments. If you wanted to see me, you would have called, would have apologized for how you left things, would have asked to talk. Instead, you walked in here like you own the place and demanded services you haven't earned and can't afford. Mom turned to the gathered clients. I apologize for this disruption. Your services today are complimentary. Jessica, please comp everyone who witnessed this scene. Ivy, please escort this woman out. I gestured to the door. Autumn, you need to leave. Ivy, please. I really am broke. I really do need help. Can't you talk to Mom? You didn't recognize me. Your own sister. You screamed at my coworker. You tried to use Mom's business for free services. Why would I help you? Because we're sisters. Sisters who haven't spoken in 3 years. Sisters because we share DNA, not because you've acted like family. You made your choice when you blocked us. Now you live with it. Where am I supposed to go? That's not my problem. You should have thought about that before you burned your bridges. Now leave before Mom calls the police. Autumn left, crying, dramatic, making a scene on the way out. Clients stared. Staff whispered. It was mortifying. After she left, Mom gathered the staff. I'm sorry you all had to witness that. My daughter Autumn has been estranged from our family for 3 years. She showed up today attempting to use my business for free services. That behavior is not acceptable. Not from family, not from anyone. Jessica raised her hand. Mrs. Bennett, should we have a policy about family members requesting services? Good question. Here's the new policy. No one gets complimentary services unless I personally authorize it in writing. Not friends, not family, not anyone claiming to know me. If someone says they're the owner's daughter, you verify with me directly. Don't take anyone's word for it. Even Ivy? Someone asked. Mom smiled. Ivy is operations manager. She has authorization to comp services for service recovery or VIP clients. But even she doesn't get personal services for free. She pays the family rate, 20% off, because that's fair, that's professional, and that's how we run this business. I nodded. It was true. I paid for my own massages, my own facials. At a discount, yes, but I paid, because this was a business, not a free service for family members. After the staff meeting, Mom pulled me aside. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just shocked she didn't recognize me. She didn't look at you. She never does. Autumn only sees what she wants, what she needs. She doesn't see other people as real. Do you think she'll come back? Probably. When she needs something else, that's what she does. Disappears until she wants something. Then shows up like nothing happened. What are you going to do? Nothing. She made her choice. She needs to live with it. If she wants a relationship, she knows how to find me. But it has to be real, not transactional, not about what she can get from me. Over the next week, Autumn tried calling, left voicemails. Mom, I'm sorry. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. Please call me back. I need help. Mom didn't respond. Neither did I. Then Autumn started showing up. At the spa. Not inside, just in the parking lot. Waiting. Watching. Security approached her. Ma'am, you need to leave. The owner has requested you stay off the property. I'm her daughter. I have a right to see her. Not on private property. If you don't leave, we'll call the police. She left, but came back the next day, and the next. Finally, Mom filed a trespassing order, legal documentation that Autumn was not welcome on the property. If she returned, she'd be arrested. That stopped the parking lot appearances. But the calls continued, texts, emails, all begging for money, for help, for another chance. Mom blocked her number. I did too. 6 months passed. The spa moved on. We implemented the new family policy. No complimentary services without written authorization. It worked well. Then, around the holidays, Mom got a letter. handwritten, from Autumn. Dear Mom, I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. I know what I did was wrong, showing up at your spa, demanding free services, using our relationship for personal gain. I'm ashamed. I've been in therapy, working on myself, understanding why I felt entitled to things I hadn't earned, why I treated you and Ivy so badly. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking if maybe, someday, we could talk, really talk, not about what I need, just about us, about being a family again. I miss you. I'm sorry. Love, Autumn. Mom showed me the letter. What do you think? I think she's been in therapy for 6 months and finally realized she needs to apologize. Whether that's genuine growth or just another manipulation, I don't know. Should I respond? That's up to you. She's your daughter. But if you do, set boundaries, clear ones. No money, no using the business, just family, on your terms. Mom thought about it for a week, then wrote back. Autumn, I received your letter. I appreciate the apology. If you're serious about rebuilding our relationship, here are my terms. 1. You attend therapy for at least 6 months and provide proof of attendance. 2. You get a job and maintain it for 3 months. 3. You apologize to Ivy and Jessica in person for how you treated them. 4. You understand that our relationship is not transactional. I'm your mother, not your ATM. If you can agree to these terms, we can start talking, slowly, with boundaries. Love, Mom. Autumn agreed, sent proof of therapy, got a job as a receptionist at a dental office, kept it for 3 months, then asked to meet with me and Jessica to apologize. We met at a coffee shop, neutral territory. Autumn looked different, less polished, more real. Working a regular job had humbled her. Ivy, Jessica, I'm sorry for how I treated you, for screaming at Jessica, for not recognizing my own sister, for trying to use Mom's business for free services. I was entitled, selfish, wrong. I'm working on being better. I hope you can forgive me. Not today, maybe, but eventually. Jessica nodded. Thank you for apologizing. It takes courage to admit you were wrong. I added, I appreciate the apology. Whether we can rebuild a relationship depends on your actions going forward, not just your words today. I understand. I'm trying, really trying, to be someone you can trust, someone who deserves to be called your sister. Over the next year, Autumn slowly rebuilt relationships. Coffee with Mom once a month, brief texts with me, keeping her job, staying in therapy, small steps, no grand gestures, just consistent effort. She never asked for money, never asked for free spa services, never used our family name for personal gain, just showed up, did the work, proved she'd changed. 2 years after the spa incident, Autumn got engaged to a nice guy she'd met at work, a dental hygienist, regular job, regular life, no pretense of glamour or fame. She called Mom. I'm getting married, small ceremony, just family and close friends. I'd love for you and Ivy to be there, if you're willing. Mom said yes. So did I, cautiously, but yes. The wedding was simple. Beach ceremony, 50 people, no drama, no entitlement, just love and commitment. At the reception, Autumn pulled me aside. Thank you for coming. I know I don't deserve your support, but it means everything that you're here. You've been working on yourself. That matters. I'm proud of you for doing the hard work. Can I ask you something? The day at the spa, when I didn't recognize you, when I screamed at Jessica, when I demanded free services, why didn't Mom just give them to me? Why did she make such a big deal out of it? Because it wasn't about the services, it was about respect. You showed up after 3 years, didn't call ahead, didn't apologize for how things ended, just demanded things like you were owed them, like being her daughter meant automatic privilege without relationship. Mom was teaching you that love isn't transactional, that being family doesn't mean free access to someone's business. That respect has to be earned. I get that now. Took me 2 years and a lot of therapy, but I get it. Good, because that's the difference between who you were and who you are now. You understand that being family means more than shared DNA. It means showing up, being present, respecting boundaries, Earning trust. She nodded. I'm trying to be better, every day, for Mom, for you, for my husband, for myself. That's all any of us can do, try to be better than we were yesterday. We hugged, not the hug of sisters who'd always been close, but the hug of two people rebuilding something broken, slowly, carefully, with hope. Today, Autumn and I have a relationship, not perfect, not like sisters who grew up close, but real, built on honesty, boundaries, mutual respect. She works at the dental office, lives in a modest apartment with her husband, comes to family dinners once a month, never asks for money, never uses Mom's business for personal gain, just shows up, as herself, without entitlement, without demands. And Mom? She's proud. Not of the daughter who screamed in her spa demanding free services, but of the daughter who did the work to become someone worthy of trust, someone who learned that love isn't transactional, that being family means more than taking. I still work at Serenity, still manage operations, still occasionally remember that day Autumn walked in, didn't recognize me, and demanded complimentary services like she owned the place. Sometimes clients ask, "Do you give family members free services?" I smile. We have a family rate, 20% off, because this is a business, and family doesn't mean free, it means fair. They nod, understanding, respect, because that's what Serenity is built on. Respect, boundaries, excellence, not entitlement, not privilege, not screaming demands, just good service, fair prices, professional standards, for everyone, including family, especially family. I'm Ivy Bennett. I'm 30 years old. 2 years ago, my sister walked into my mother's spa, screamed that she was the owner's daughter, demanded free services worth $800, didn't even recognize me, her actual sister, standing right there. I called Mom. She walked out, confronted Autumn, taught her that being family doesn't mean free access, that love isn't transactional, that respect has to be earned. Autumn left, broke, humiliated, cut off. But then she did something surprising. She did the work. Therapy, job, apologies, boundaries, growth. 2 years later, we have a relationship built on respect, not entitlement, on presence, not demands, on growth, not privilege. She learned what I always knew. Family is more than DNA. It's showing up, being present, respecting boundaries, earning trust, and sometimes the best lesson is the hardest one, taught in public, in a spa, in front of witnesses, by a mother who loved her daughter enough to say no, not no to relationship, no to entitlement, no to taking without earning, no to disrespect, and yes to growth, to change, to becoming someone worthy of trust, someone worthy of being called family. That's the real luxury, not free spa treatments, but relationships built on respect, and that's worth more than any service we could ever offer. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.